Hello everyone, it's Isaac here, back with another video. And in today's video, I'd like to address something that has been plaguing the Nitro Type community for several years now, and I have been there before this has happened, and it's so much nicer without it. And that is just the general toxicity and general botting and stuff like all that garbage that's going on in the community. I know I'm sounding like a whining 3-year-old, like, oh, this is a problem, we need to fix it. People have made these videos before, but I thought I'd pitch in my 2 cents. So here we go. First things first, if you find yourself on an argument, typically on Discord or Nitro Type Reddit, Nitro Type does have a Reddit server, I'm on it, but I never really do much in it. I recommend just being the bigger person, even if they provoked you, even if they're insulting you or your team. You have to be the bigger person, otherwise everything's going to spiral out of control, and you're going to find yourself in a pretty bad situation. You just have to be the bigger person, get up, walk away. It's a pretty simple concept. I have seen people get in arguments. I have almost gotten in arguments, and I'm glad I have not, because that's just a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. Next things next, botting. This is going to be very short. If you're botting, please stop. It's a waste of people's time. It's annoying. It's disrespect to the admins. It's disrespect to the people that are legitimately grinding, because those legitimate people, I know a lot of people make fun of grinders. Those people are taking time, sitting down and doing an ungodly amount of races. I could never do that. Because of that, I have respect for those people. And I think you should too. Unless they're absolutely no-lifing everything and they don't have friends. Maybe that's a cause for concern, but as long as they're balancing their schoolwork and their life, I don't see a reason to be, like, toxic towards them. Next things next. General toxicity with teams and players. Obviously, in a competitive scene, you're going to have people that there's always going to be rivalry. There's always going to be that, oh, that's the team we're competing against, don't be nice to that team, you know, stuff like that. Please don't get in arguments, please respect each other. I remember back in the good old days, I think I've been around since early March of 2018, on Nitro Type, not in real life, but on Nitro Type. I remember when teams respected each other, and when grinders respected each other. That was so nice, because you could have so much more fun in the community. Now, a lot of if you bring up a grinder or a controversial team, you'll typically get in an argument one way or another. So, if somebody is attacking your team, like insulting them, accusing them of something, just ignore them, be the bigger person, walk away from it. If they're really getting annoying, just exit out of Discord, block them, I don't know, whatever it has to do so that you don't get in an argument with them. Because people like that, people who find any opportunity they can to call out a team, to be toxic, there is no convincing those people otherwise. You're just going to have to ignore them. There's going to be people like that in the world. If you are a legitimate grinder and you're annoyed because people are botting and you're trying to call those people out, I'm with you with a little bit of that. But sometimes you have to realize those people, hopefully they get banned. Hopefully you report them and they get banned. But sometimes they're going to win a few seasons first. They're going to outpace you. They're going to outplace you. They're going to go up the leaderboard higher than you. And that just sucks. I'm sorry. But sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes you just have to accept that fact. I've had to before several times. It's a very frustrating thing to do. But sometimes you're just going to have to realize it may take support a while. Nitro Type has like 35, maybe 40 people working for them. Barely any of those are in support. Hopefully they add more people to support because they really need to. But sometimes you're going to have to realize they're going to win a season first. They might outpace you. They might outplace you. You're just going to have to accept that. Another thing is, and this is the final and probably most important part of the video, so if you made it this far, good job. That's awesome. I don't have any prize for you, but give yourself a pat on the back. This one is for people who make videos calling out teams or botters. Penguin Typer brought this up in an old video, and he received a lot of hate for it. And I hate to say it, but rightfully so. He was being hypocritical in the fact that he would say, don't call out teams, don't call out botters, and just report them. That is mostly correct. That is not the reason he received hate. The reason he received hate is because he was being a hypocrite, meaning he was not following his own advice. He had made videos calling out grinders. He had made videos calling out botters, which is fine. The problem is he did not apologize. He did not admit he was wrong until several months later. Because of that, I can understand why people got angry. But this is the thing. I have never called out teams in videos. I've never called out botters. Nothing like that. So I'm allowed to say, the only time you should make those calling out videos is when you have proof that they're botting, and you have proof, like, I don't know, maybe you're able to access race logs and you're able to see they have absolutely perfect intervals, or they get the exact same words per minute every race, or they do such a ridiculous amount of activity that it's not humanly possible that they do anything else but race, like 24 hours a day, which they will die in a few days. So if they don't, they're either account sharing, and they have an absolute awesome schedule, or they're botting, which is more likely. This is the thing. If everyone knows they're a botting team, or everyone knows they're a botter, it's just kind of a waste of time to make the video, because everyone knows already. There's no purpose. What you need to do is report them. If nobody knows, and you have proof, make the video, but don't set it in concrete. Don't be like, I know this person's botting, because there's always that really small chance that they're not. What you want to do is say, this is why I think they're botting. This is why I think they're doing this or that. TBC Hub has done a very good job of, when he makes his calling out videos, at least the one I've seen, so correct me if I'm wrong on this, he's never really had concrete, I know they're botting, I know they're doing this. Maybe he has, correct me if I'm wrong. Typically he's like, this is my evidence, this is what I think, this is why I think you should believe me, this is the reasons of doubt. He's done really good with that, and I encourage that sort of stuff. But don't be toxic in your calling out videos. This is a mistake some people make. Not very many, but a few. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person, realize that life isn't fair, walk away from the situation. At the end of the day, it's a kids typing game. You shouldn't be wasting your life on it anyway. And I understand competitive scenes can be very addictive, they can be very easy to get drawn into. I have never been drawn into the competitive scene, but I have in other games or other activities. It's very easy to turn from just a game into a life or death struggle. So in the end of the day, just realize it's a kids typing game. There are other things you need to worry about in life. Maybe find another hobby, or still continue to do Nitro Type, just don't put so much value in it. And that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Comment down below what your opinion is. If your opinion lines up with mine, it's great. If it doesn't, that's also fine. Let me know what your opinion is. Please don't be toxic in the comments. Obviously, there are probably going to be some people that disagree with this. Please be respectful. If you've ever heard the term respectfully disagree, that's what I mean. Don't be yelling at me and stuff. Just say, this is what my opinion is, this is why I think it's correct, stuff like that. We also do have a giveaway going on, so make sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description. I'll let you know when it's all done. I'll make a video with the results. It is for $1 million of Nitro Type cash. That's it for today's video. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.